Hey guys, what's up? This is Gojira 2012 here with another toy review, and this toy is made by Mattel. It's the DC Universe Superheroes Batman Bane. Now, this action figure is quite detailed. It is a really nice action figure. This action figure was given to me by a friend, and ever since he gave it to me, I always thought this was one of the coolest Bane figures I've ever seen. He is a little dirty, but what can I say? That was what my friend did with him. Anyway, let's just go on to detail. As you can see, he's got veins popping out everywhere because of the venom that flows from the back of his neck to the wrist thing he uses to inject the venom into his body. Same goes with the other arm with his biker gloves, and he's got his tank top on. He looks really built. I just can't get over how he looks so built, yet he has that tiny head. I think that's pretty humorous. He's also got this really nice belt with a red circle in the center. Kind of reminds me of how Batman Beyond's belt is. And he's also got these jeans, which, by the way, if there's another version that has camo jeans, those are actually alright with me, but I like these because he's all black, just like the actual comic book Bane. And he's got nice little combat boots, which honestly look nice on him. Real quick, let's just go into articulation. Both of the wrists can rotate. Like, boom. He can bend his elbows. He can just bend his elbows, yeah. He can raise his arm, and he can do that. Same goes with the other arm. I mean, with this one though, this gets kind of in the way. For like, if you spin it, it gets stuck, but you gotta force your way through it. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I mean, there are chances that this can rip off, but it is plastic, so. This is also plastic, or at least it looks like plastic. I think it's rubber, actually. And he also can rotate at the wrist, not the wrist, the waist, excuse me. And the head rotates 360, but you know, it would rotate 360 now that I think about it, but it can't because of this venom strip. His feet move like a lot, like up and down, up and down. He can bend his knees and move his legs. So that's a lot of points of articulation there, and this is like I believe a 90s action figure, so this is pretty impressive for the time. And although I don't have a Batman action figure on me at the moment, I do want to, however, compare him to somebody that I believe would be a dream match. This is, in my eyes, it may not be yours, but it doesn't quite matter, because I think it would be a fucking epic battle, if you ask me. Ladies and gentlemen, one of Spider-Man's most deadly enemies, I give you Venom. Now that would be an epic battle, to be honest. Although, in my honest opinion, I believe Venom would win, just because he has an overall advantage over Bane, because he has Spider-Man's powers. Bane just has steroid venom in him. So overall, I believe Eddie Brock, even though this isn't the Eddie Brock venom, although it looks like it with the spider, it's the Mac Gargan venom. Although he does have the intelligence, Bane is also a very intelligent person himself. So this battle here could be a battle of the minds or the battles of the brute strength. So this would be an interesting battle. And as you can see, I think they go in pretty well in skill together. I mean, Bane has always towered Batman. Spider-Man's like a little under the size of Batman, I believe. And Venom's just like 2 times bigger. So, in my mind, this is pretty accurate. Like, if Venom was standing up, he'd be the same size as Bane, but in this case, he's slouched over. So it actually does match the characteristics of both. I really love to see this battle. Right now, in all honest opinion, this is one of the better Bane action figures. I'm not really a fan of Christopher Nolan's take on Bane, simply because he just doesn't use the venom. I mean, that is one main characteristic of Bane, even though it's not as realistic, but in a way it kind of is, because he could like really overdose on steroids like this. But I'm not going to get into ranting right now. I give this figure out of everything, out of the articulation, the detail, the good old-fashioned, you know, sizing and whatnot. I give this figure a... Okay, enough with the hillbilly accent, but I give this figure a fair 8 out of 10. It's really nice, really good figure. I recommend it to all you Batman fans out there, or, you know, comic book fans in general. It's a really nice action figure, and I really recommend it. This is Gojira 2012, saying farewell for now.
I will break you!